First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for participating in the 3x3 sampler squares that we are placing together. I am just following up. I wanted to make sure everybody received all of their great little squares. Now you'll notice that there are a variety of squares in there. And I'm going to be showing you how to place together all of these squares. You can either make a 2x2 or a full 3x3, which equals 9 squares. So first of all, thank you very much for participating. These are absolutely fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at these squares and I'm going to be choosing the ones that I want to place in my squares. For example, if I wanted to do a small little 2x2 square, I would place it like this too, and then I could just do two like that on a background. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this. So I just wanted to show you. Or what we can do is go completely and do all of the ones that are, so it's 3 along the top, 3 along the sides, and then 3 on the bottom that we could do. So I just wanted to show you those are the different variations. Another one that you could do is if you have, excuse me, a long frame, you could do them all in one row like this and have them sampled up as a sampler in a row all together. And that would look really, really pretty too. It is totally up to you on your choice of what you want to do, but I gotta say, I just love these samplers. Thank you so much for participating in this. And I'm going to be making my own sampler, so let's follow along. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be looking at the samplers that I have, and I'm going to be placing them in a 3x3 square. And I really like this one with the hummingbird, though the wings are a little longer. I'm going to be placing him in the center so that it doesn't overhang on the left or the right of the paper, and it will just kind of sit on top like that. Okay, so I'm going to be placing it like that. Let's add some of these on. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking at these, and I'm going to figure out I can move these around. But what I want to do is I want to have something like picture, a sentiment, and picture. So there's a picture. Let's move this one around. So there's a sentiment. I put this in here. I want to try and have it somewhat balanced. These are really, really pretty. I love this. This is absolutely fantastic. So I'm just going to kind of move these around. Do I want this one over here, the bird? So I got a bird, and just kind of put it the way you want. Like I said, I'm going to be placing this one in the center because I love how this hummingbird kind of overflows on the edges. What we're going to do now is we are going to look for a 12x12 piece of cardstock to go at the back. And then we're also going to look for one that's a little smaller, so it's a 12x12, and then let's go with an 11x11. I'm looking at these, and I'm going to have a little bit of a kind of a pattern designer series paper behind this. And I'm not sure exactly what color I want to go with because it is a little, because the squares are not one particular color, it makes it somewhat a little bit more difficult. And I don't want a busy paper, so this green one isn't what I'm going to be using. I'm going to look at both sides, and I'm going to go through my designer series papers and see what I have. And I want something that is going to kind of highlight it a little bit. This one actually might work. It's kind of a subtle pattern. And I think I'm going to place it in like this. Here we go. Just like that. So you're going to keep going through all of your pattern paper if you want to see what you like on how it matches. And that actually looks pretty good. So if I scooch it up into an 11x11, there is only a small amount of DSP that is being shown. And I'm going to go like this. And I kind of like that. I kind of like that paper behind it. It's not overly overwhelming, but it is somewhat of a pattern. So I think I'm going to go with this one. What I want to do next is maybe take a look then afterwards at a solid color to go at the very back. So 3, 6, 9. So I'm going to make this page 10 by 10. So I'm going to take it a little bit short. I'm going to make it a little tight in here. So that's 3, 6, 9. You're going to add 1 inch for the little bit in between. Maybe even so 10 by 10 or 10.5 by 10.5. Let's take that off. And I'm going to go 10.5 by 10.5 because I can always cut that smaller if I want. So I'm going to take my trimmer, take it to 10.5, cut off the excess, and I'm turning that so it's going to be absolutely square. Okay. And what I'm going to do, again, I'm going to bring back in those pieces and see how they fit in. Again, this one in the center, that one over there. These ones like this. How did I have that? I can't remember. And we're going to pop these all in here. These are fantastic. I just love these. I don't want to have a blue beside a blue. So what was that? That one up there. That one down there. These look really good. So what I want to do is I'm going to try and have it even. So I don't want to have two blue images like side by side. So we could always flip these two around, a green and a green. And just kind of keep going. There we go. All right, so if I tuck this in and say I'm going to be placing this on, I think 10.5 is a little bit large, so I'm going to take it down to 10 inches by 10 inches. It's always easier to cut smaller than it is to try and add on. So we're just going to add that, cut that off. Now, everybody, when you do a sampler, everybody's sampler design is always going to be different. You may want a little bit more of the designer series people showing up. It is totally up to you. Again, let's place these back on here. And as they keep going back on, they keep moving around, I see. Okay. Let's put that one there. Okay, got image, sentiment, image, sentiment, 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 image, image, and sentiment. Let's move this guy into the center. There we go. So now I have this like this. It is going to be fairly tight around the edges, and I'm going to start gluing that down. I like that, so I'm going to be placing this down. So I'm going to start on one corner, and I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the center just in case I need to lift it up. So I'm going to kind of take a look here, eyeball it like this. Do it on the other side. Try and get it as even as possible. So if I follow that row across, there we go. And then in the center, we're going to be following that along. Okay. I got to take a look on how this one is going to be in the center here. He's going to have to be a little bit lower. Just make sure it all matches up and is evenly spaced. That's what you're going to do, is you're going to take a look and make sure it is evenly spaced. I'm going to try and do that as best as I can. I'm going to pop that in here and pop it in there. And again, space it as best as you can. There we go. And like I said, I only put a little bit of glue in the center, so just in case I need to lift something up, it is not totally glued down and won't wreck anything. Okay. We're just going to keep going. There we go. Oh, that's a little high. See? Go. Trying as best as I can. And add it on there. There we go. Now I have it all on here, and what I want to do is I'm going to be placing a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock behind there. I'm not exactly sure. I have a variety of colors I can choose from, and it looks like some kind of green. Let's take a look for a green that I'm going to be pulling that up. I got a green. What if I place that on there? There we go. Actually, that turns out really, really nicely. I think that works really well. I could also, if I want, I can look for maybe a brown or something. It does change the image on what you want to do. You can also, if you want to mat it on there and then place it on a 12 by 12, that would look really good too. Which actually, I think I might be doing that. Okay. So if I remember, this was 10 by 10, so I need to take this. I'm going to be matting this, so I'm going to go a little bit larger. So this was 10 by 10. let's go 11 by 11 for that mat. Now, everybody's choice will be different based on their preference and the designs that they have. So 11 by 11. Okay, popping that on there. And let's add this on. This was a lot of fun, and I think I'm going to be doing another sampler if you would like to participate. Again, we're going to put it right in the center. There we go. And I am going to place it on. Do I need another piece of DSP? I don't know. Should I put it on? Oh, wow. That really, wowza. What if I did that? Oh, what if I did a small border on that? Oh my goodness. I kind of like that. All right. I'm going to do a little bit of border. Now, so that was 11 by 11. So let's go 11 and a half by 11 and a half. Now, remember, if you want, you can always cut out the center of this part and save it for later. So that's what I'm actually going to do. I'm just going to take some of this out from the center. I'm not going to take it too far away from the edge. I'm just cutting so that the center of it, you know, just save a little bit. I could always use this for something else. Again, let's add this on. Oops. That was on that one. We're going to place it on here. Again, we're going to add some adhesive. Okay. Around the edge. And pop it in here. Straight on there. Keep an eye out. There we go. Place it down and onto our piece of vinyl cardstock. I'm going to put that on. Oh my goodness, this is looking great. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is absolutely lovely. Oh my goodness, I love that. Look, I love the different layers. Oh my goodness, this is such a great little sampler. Take a look at that. Thank you everybody for participating. If you would like to participate in a sampler coming up, let me know. I'd be happy to give you the dimensions of what we're going to be doing. The next sampler will be a little bit more specific color-wise, so you can get an idea of the images and stuff like that, but it will have a little bit more color coordination, so it will all match. If you would like to participate, drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you, and we're going to be setting up the next sampler in a day or two. And so for that, we need at least 9 people to participate. I just love this. This is going up right away. Thank you to those that participated. I really, really love this. Thank you so much. Take care.